and air park facilities offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Spring is on its way. Are you prepared to keep the grass greener on your side? Blades Lawn and Landscape has a position opened at a homeowner association to their client list with residential and commercial openings also. Transform your yard into a private oasis with the professional services offered by Blades Lawn and Landscape, including landscape walls and beds and a 5-step fertilizer program applied by a licensed professional. Call them today at 402-730-6320 or go to bladeslcc.com to schedule a free estimate on commercial or residential lawn services.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Thursday, March 28th versus the Grand Rapids Rise at CHI Health Center in Omaha. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 6 p.m. with first serve at 7. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with mild temperatures. Seeing the afternoon high around 68. Tonight, partly cloudy skies expected with an overnight low around 44. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies and more mild temperatures with an afternoon high again around 68. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Koppel. So take that short money saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with proof credit. Stock number G214773.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com. where they're committed to you every step of the way. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. And bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Bodily brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into The Ticket. I'm your host, Ahman Green, along with AD in the building, my man Josh, and we're waiting on Raff to get in here. He'll be in here sooner or later.
See if Raff got the link.
Get the link. What's good with everyone? This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
And Raff does not have a link yet.
He does not have a link.
Okay.
Yet. So I know Josh will take care of that, man. He'll get that. He'll get that fired up. AG, I was in your old city, man.
Yeah.
I was in your old city. What do they call it? What do they call it?
They call it the nickname for Seattle is Seatown.
Seatown.
Yep.
I was in Seatown, man. And it was nice. Like I was telling you off the air, man. On Tuesday, it was really nice.
This time of year is good.
And I was not, think about it, little bro. I was not going to go down to
the fish market.
I wasn't going to the fish market at first. I was like, you know what? I got time.
Right.
And I hadn't been there in a couple years to the fish market. I was in Seattle, but not the fish market. It's like, you know what? I got the time. And the older I'm getting, though, bro, the more I'm saying, go see stuff.
Yeah, you got to.
Go see stuff again. Because I had nothing pressing. I'd be down in Tacoma, but not until the evening. I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab my little luggage.
Yeah.
And I have my backpack. And I look touristy as a mug.
And I see the tourists or people traveling, dude. I'm like, So either they checked out early or they're heading to get to the airport. I said, I hope they're doing that because they travel around with your bags and everything.
Yeah. So I was because I stayed at that little Hyatt that's right downtown, Hyatt, whatever. Yeah, right downtown.
I know what you're talking about.
And I could have left it there, but I was like, but then that's another ride back to the hotel to grab my luggage and head to
Tacoma south.
Exactly.
And
it was
an hour.
Exactly. And with traffic.
Yeah, Seattle is a big city, so yeah.
It was about an hour and 15. But because I was in the Uber, I was able to get. They put us in the the two passenger, the travel lane.
Gotcha. Oh yeah.
So I just did some work.
HOV.
Yeah, I got in the HOV lane, and the guy drove, so it wasn't bad. But man, it was sunny. It was 64 degrees, and like I told you, but yesterday, no, it was Seattle weather. Yeah. It was cloudy, it was rainy, and it was about 45.
Yeah.
It was about 45.
That's a classic.
It was about 45.
Yeah.
Man.
Like I mentioned, my rookie year in 1998, it set a new record. It was 93 days straight of some type of rain.
93 days straight. So
3 months of straight, some type of precipitation.
So, hey, let me ask you this, man. For your mental, because
I'm laughing because I got a thought. Go ahead, finish.
How did you deal with the mental aspect of every day cloudy, dreary, and a tad chilly every day.
Hey, I know I'm from the Midwest. So dealing with blizzards, dealing with
I can see that.
Snow,
Okay.
that rain, you can still go out and drive and go do things. My nephew, shout out to Brandon Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
He was living with me at that time. He was there. He was like feeling a little depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bruh, just think about it when we're back home in this time of year, December, November.
We ain't got to shovel this.
We got to shovel or we can't go nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, in the rain, you just got to drive a little slower because it gets a little slicker. Because the good thing wasn't no time when I was there where it rained and then the temperature dropped and then it was like super icy. It never was that.
Right.
So that was one thing we didn't have to worry about. But we did have snow one time where it flurried and you would have thought it was an inch. You would have thought it was 12 inches. The way people were driving and the way the news and the way the news was saying, oh, we got snowfall in the Lake Washington area. That's where we lived, and that's not far from the facility at that time. Now the facility is down in Renton, which is south of downtown Seattle, and the facility is nice. Now I've been to it recently in the last 5 to 10 years, and it's awesome. And
it's a beautiful place, man.
It is. The city's beautiful. I mean, it's the Emerald City, another name, the Emerald City.
Yep, that's the word I was looking for.
For a reason, because I remember flying in for my after draft mini camp, and I'm like, that was at that time because I was 21, hadn't traveled a whole lot of places at that time. Just been California and back here and Florida for some little league stuff. And that was the most greenery I'd seen.
It's amazing.
I was like, and at that time I didn't know it was called the Emerald City.
Right.
And then once I started, I think it was the sign I saw, welcome to the Emerald City. I saw that. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, because everything is green, like green here. It was like, wow, I never seen that in my life at that time.
A few texts here. Eric, what's up? Good morning, my man. Eric said, AD, I once spent 3/4 of a day walking around Chicago with luggage and flip-flops. I
hope it was the summer.
I feel your pain.
I hope it was the summer. That's all I say to that comment right there.
We got another one I want to check out, and I got another question for you, AG. Husker Demon, what's up, big dog? He goes, I lived in Seattle for 4 years, 10 months out of the year. You wanted to kill yourself, but the other 2 months made it the most beautiful place on earth. Brother, man. Husker Demon, you spot on, man. It is. And to type in Husker Demon said, man, I just wanted to be done. And thank God you're still with us, brother.
Right.
Thank God you're still with us.
Sucks.
You know what else, AG, I noticed, man? And Josh, have you been to Seattle before, man?
I have not. No, farthest west I've ever been is Denver.
Okay. How clear and crisp the air is.
Yeah, because of all the trees.
Yeah, man.
If you understand science, you understand photosynthesis.
Well, I don't.
You paid attention in biology.
Well, the girl next to me did.
There you go. You would have known. You would have paid attention in high school biology that the plants clean the air. So all those trees,
so
they
green.
Got fresh air.
Yes.
Up in the Great Northwest.
Man, AG, I was because my little carry-on. And people ask me all the time, how did you pack? Because I was gone from Sunday until. Basically,
you become a Hall of Famer packer.
Yeah, you just
packing your bag.
Pun intended, wasn't it?
Yeah, pun intended. No, it was not. No, that one. It just happened. That was a mistake.
Bro, I literally had 2 suits and 3 sweatsuits. That's all I had because I would just rotate the sweatsuits.
Yeah.
Because you ain't seeing nobody. The only thing I had to worry about was being on stage.
Shower pill.
No, I did have to go to the men's warehouse because I didn't pack enough dress shirts.
Oh,
because I usually wear the same thing when I speak. It's just always a black suit and a black shirt because it makes it easy to dress, to dress for.
Yeah, so it doesn't. If it does get a little mark on it,
exactly,
you can hide it easy.
Yeah, when I go on stage, I ain't trying to wear the 3-piece suits and all the rest of that crazy stuff. I dress very simple.
I'm gonna put that on my checklist.
Yes, right AG, it's very simple.
That's a game. That's a hack right there.
It is, man.
That's meta, as we were saying.
That's right.
That's the meta on public speaking, travel. Yes.
It's very simple. It's a black suit. It's a black shirt, and I forgot to pack an extra shirt. And the shirt that I wore in Kentucky, in Atlanta, that shirt was so sweaty because the air conditioner went out when I was speaking for the Kentucky PGA Association.
Ooh.
So it was 78 degrees in that meeting.
You sound like the Smurfs right now.
Yeah, it was 78 degrees. The PGA, Professional Golf Association, all those guys and gals are wearing, suit coats. And they were sweating, watching me speak.
How big was this place?
It was a big hotel, so the ballroom. So it was about 200-300 people in that ballroom.
Wow, and the AC goes out down south.
AC went out.
It lucky it wasn't midsummer.
And bingo. And that's the GM was beside himself. He was so upset. He was like, I was like, bro, we're going to make it work.
Right.
We're going to make it work. It's all good. But when I got done speaking, man, bro, I'm not sure how many calories I burned. But when I pulled that shirt out when I got to Seattle, it had the white lines. The salt where I got it out.
Magnesium.
And here's what I was thinking, y'all. Here's what I was thinking. I was like, I'll rock this again. I'm like, I smelled it. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, you gotta cut it off, like, because we guys, right?
Yeah.
My wife looks at me, the things I put on for numerous days in a row. She's like, babe, can I watch that, please? Or she won't even ask. It's gone.
Snatch it.
She'll just snatch it. She said, I know you was gonna wear it again, so I put it in the washer. And I'm like, thank you. I was like, appreciate you.
Yeah. If we pulled that thing out, it literally had gray streaks on the back. The pits had gray, looked like it just went for chalk on.
That sounds like practice.
Yeah, bro. It was like a practice.
Oh my goodness.
So I did go to the Men's Warehouse, picked up another shirt there. But man, AG, I love the city of Seattle, man. The Emerald City was good to me. What was not good is when I got into Denver, we got into gate B10, and I had 11 minutes to get to gate B90 because the flight was late leaving out of Seattle. So I posted it on my Instagram story. I'll show you guys after the commercial. I mean, during the break. But I seen a guy, his name was Omar, in the Denver airport. He seen me run. He goes, my friend, you need a ride, don't you?
Oh, yeah, they come around with the cart. They come around with the cart.
Yeah, the carts. I was like,
I'll flag them down real quick. I was like, look, I know I'm not old, and I'm not, I'm not a disabled person.
Right.
I need a ride.
There was no way I was making to B10 to B90 in 11 minutes. Man.
That's what happened to me last weekend going to Boston. That's where I went for the coaching conference at PAX East. And if you ever go through New York, you go through LaGuardia.
It just got
I was there. I remember going through there when they just had the new construction. Now the construction is done, but it's like a 2-mile hike from one terminal.
It literally is.
Because every time you saw a checkpoint, it said another 10 minutes. Yep. Another 10 minutes. One checkpoint said 19-minute walk. And I'm like, what? I'm like, so, because you go to New York as a tourist, if you don't live there, you go there and you're going to be walking most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see what the city's doing. It's like, okay, if you don't walk in downtown, you're going to walk in the airport.
Yep.
If you're just passing through,
get them steps
you're going to get your steps in LaGuardia, no matter what happens. If you're actually going to be in a hotel downtown, or if you're just going to be in the terminal, you're going to get at least 5 miles in. I was like, wow. And I had, my backpack was a little heavy too. So I'm like always readjusting my shoulders.
Yes.
Making sure my nerve endings are okay. So I was like, man. So yeah, interesting.
My man, hey, I tell you what, my man got me there, man. I hopped on that cart and I tipped the heck out of Omar.
Oh yeah.
Because he got me in there, and I'll show you, man, because we were at B10 and I got to about B20. And I'm literally running, and I pack very light, so it's a small carry-on, and I'm running. I got my backpack, and I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, I got 11 minutes left, and I got still, 60 gates to go. Before they shut the gates. My man Omar rolled up. I got you, my friend.
Yeah.
He pulled in. He was like, beep, beep. He goes, this is what he said to people. It is imperative that you move. Yeah. It is imperative that you move.
He's taking his job serious.
He didn't say, move, get out the way. He says, it's imperative that you move. And he was beeping that button, man, and people was moving. Dude, I got to my gate. He dropped me off. My friend, safe travels, my man.
Hey.
That's what he said, safe travels, my
incredible.
man.
He took that serious.
I took him nice, man. I was like, Omar, my man. I said, I appreciate you, bro.
His job in that moment depending on everything to get you there.
To get you there.
Dedication, baby.
Here's the only thing that put me off, that tripped me out a little bit. When I gave him some cash, he pulled out a wad. My man probably had about $500 cash.
Hey. That's why I be hustling.
I'm like, I need your job, man.
Hustler.
I thought you were going to say you didn't get to go to John Elway's.
Hey.
Folks, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we got a lot of action to discuss. And we got a lively discussion for you. We got a guest at 9 o'clock. We're going to get Raff tapped in as well. We want to know what your opinion is in college basketball. Now, we know C.J. Wilcher made the big announcement yesterday. Blaise Keita mentioned his as well. Heck, we had two others as well. Ramoy Lloyd Jr. made his departure.
Mm-hmm.
I think the young man, Rice? What was his young man?
Eli Rice.
Made his departure.
Wow.
I want to talk about this. I want to ask you all, we'll discuss it. Do you think the NCAA should put at least a 2-year minimum in men's, women's basketball, particular men's? Should they put, because MLB has it, NFL has it.
Okay. Should
the NCAA put a 2-year minimum so we eliminate the one and dones? We'll talk about when we come back, folks. It's The Drive. We got AG. We got Raff holding it down in Huntsville, Alabama. He'll be here in a second. We got Josh in the 1 and 2s. We'll be right back. Let's take it.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone back with the latest update from Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, your new car selection keeps getting better and better every month. Can you tell our listeners all about it?
You know, it sure is, Charlie. It's great that our customers can come in, pick out a new Honda, and drive away with it that day.
How many new Hondas do you have in stock?
Well, right now we have just about 100 in stock.
Hey, I hear you've won some very important awards in your service department. Tell us about them.
Well, the first one is we won the award for the first fixed award. So the cars are actually fixed on the very first time they're brought in. Second award is our Customer Service Experience Award. And then our third award is our Honda Express Service Elite. And we rank the best in quality and customer satisfaction.
Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with mild temperatures. See an afternoon high around 68. Tonight, partly cloudy skies expected with an overnight low around 44. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies and more mild temperatures with an afternoon high again around 68. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the pursuit of justice for those that have been injured. My name is Eric Hagan, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our detail-oriented trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Spring is on its way. Are you prepared to keep the grass greener on your side? Blades Lawn and Landscape has a position opened at a homeowner association to their client list with residential and commercial openings also. Transform your yard into a private oasis with the professional services offered by Blades Lawn and Landscape, including landscape walls and beds and a 5-step fertilizer program applied by a licensed professional. Call them today at 402-730-6320 or go to bladeslcc.com to schedule a free estimate on commercial or residential lawn services.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
I think about all the infrastructure that got built up behind the scenes by Coach Osborne, that Coach Solich took over, and then some of that infrastructure was eroded. Matt Rule still has to prove this, but I think Matt Rule's style is that, yeah, he'd like the infrastructure in place, but I think Matt Rule has the personality to do everything in his power to bend it to the way he wants it.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here on The Drive here on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Ahman Green, along with AD, Josh, and my man Raff is in with us now.
Good morning.
Rafferty, what's up, my man?
Good morning. How is everyone today?
Yeah, he's up on this channel. Maybe is he muted on his computer?
He might be muted.
Raff, are you muted, big dog?
Click your mute.
He's just smiling.
Okay, let me talk with Rico really quickly.
All right. We can see you, Raff. We just can't hear you, man. So he's going to check it out, big dog. He's going to check it out. While he's doing that, so AG, you went to Florio's last night, man.
Yeah, it was great. It was. I had the garlic basil, had the bruschetta for appetizer, and just know that I was full when I left. I mean, the taste was there. You know, I like garlic. I like garlic on pretty much everything, except for like a piece of cake or something. So I'm good to go there. And I had the lemon shuttle. The last name I'm gonna destroy, so I'm not even, I know it starts with an M. It was the lemon shuttle, and then the second name started with the M, and it was a piece of cake for my dessert. A perfect size. Like if it was a big cake, I was like, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to finish it. I'm gonna have to take it home and finish it tomorrow. But it was like a perfect size piece of cake. I was like, oh, perfect. And then finished that all. Had a nice one glass of red wine, and so I'm definitely going back. Bring the wife.
Good to go.
And a ton of seafood dishes that I want to try out when I go back down there. So I'm gonna take it one little bit at a time. Is that the?
Hold on, we got some echo.
Yeah, little echo.
A lot of echo.
Echo, bravo, Tango.
Thanks, Rico. Appreciate it, man. Folks, bear with us 1 second. We don't want to keep bothered with your echo. It sounds like a mixtape, don't it, AG?
Yeah.
We'll fulfill the dead space. There we go.
There we go.
I think we got it. Raff, we got you, big dog.
We got it.
Testing 1, 2.
There you go.
We got you.
Hello.
Thanks, Rico. Appreciate you,
Good
brother.
morning.
Thank you much, Rico.
Yes. Mark from Cook, the bruschetta is a game changer.
I got to try that, man. I haven't tried the bruschetta yet,
and
man.
it's all good. It's tomatoes, everybody does it different. I've been to a place where they had like 4 different versions of bruschetta that was like different. A set of tomato, one, I think it was like onions or more onions or green peppers or something like that. I was in Madison a couple months ago at the start of the semester, and it was just 4 or 5 different bruschetta dishes. But the mainstay is tomatoes, a little bit of Parmesan, a little bit of basil, and maybe chunks of mozzarella, depends on the size. And everybody, it's delicious. And the bread was nice and crispy. That was with it.
Big shout out to Bess and one of our show sponsors there at Florio's. They're killing the game. Matt, the official chef of the drive, what's up? He says, good morning, fellas. Happy Thursday. Make it a great one. Mark, you as well, my man. Appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate you, brother. And then we got Mark from Cook. He goes, it's the freshest flavor ever. And Sanderson says that was funny. He's talking about the echo going on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Been there, done that.
Raffy, what's going on in Huntsville, Alabama, brother?
Oh, man, I'm just excited. It's opening day today, baseball. I mean, I've been waiting all year for this.
Been waiting all year for opening day?
Yeah, I mean, I woke up this morning and I'm just like pumped. I didn't even know it was opening day today until I woke up.
Right. I'm throwing off. I know April is right this next week, but I was like, what? Joshua,
it's a holiday today. It is a holiday.
He got on the World Series. I didn't realize the patch on the side. Okay, it's the World Series.
Oh, good Lord.
Chubby shirt.
He geared up, Ralph.
Man,
I want to hop into this, Raff. I want to get your opinion, all you guys' opinion. Well, this is going to be a long discussion. I know that. We got a guest coming in at 9:00 with some cool stuff. We'll talk about that as well. And we got some history. And an unknown texter, 4395, says, put the reverb back on and sing your song. I don't know much about history. You know what? Well, we might have to implement something. We got to get someone AG in this. We'll meet AG and Raff. We'll figure something out for the history segment as far as an intro to the song.
Gotcha.
But what I got for you guys is this. Should the NCAA for basketball put in a 2-year minimum to stay in college? I want you guys' opinion on this. The NFL has it. AG, you couldn't have come out earlier if you had to stay at least 2 years. The MLB has it. You have to stay unless you go to the farm leagues.
Yeah.
Should the NCAA, I'm not talking about the transfer portal. I'm not talking about NAL. I'm saying, should we allow, because perfect example, look what happened in Kentucky against Oakland. Okay. Large, and they, you guys may have talked about it yesterday. Yeah. They ended up keeping Calipari. They kept him as their coach.
No, I wasn't here yesterday, but
they kept Calipari because I think they were thinking, okay, that's $33 million to pay him out,
right?
Not including his assistants, not including the payout we're going to pay another top-notch coach to break his contract to bring him in. So they went with, I would say, common sense and saying, let's see.
When you look at the budget, it'll make you sober up real quick.
And AT and Raff, when I was in Lexington, earlier this week, they were like, man, we'll pay that money. Get him out of here, buddy.
Oh, man.
Get him out of here, buddy. We'll pay $33 million.
Fans are working on emotion again.
Yes,
this
exactly.
This is business. Same thing.
And you've also got to know, too, that the coaching, the pool of coaches this year is probably not as deep as what it has in past years. There's not that one name that's sticking out from the NCAA tournament that, hey, we got to go get him. So the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So I don't know who they would have got with the Calipari type resume, because that they were going to want somebody that would be in the same atmosphere as that Coach Cal is. And I just don't think there was a coach out there this year that could have matched his coaching resume.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta let the season kind of lay, right?
Absolutely.
Everything. The explosion was the loss to Oakland.
Yep.
And now the fallout is happening, right?
The fallout.
And then it's all emotions. But the same thing that happened here a few weeks ago with us, right? With Trev going to
right.
Everybody's chiming in, not happy. Where did this come from? But at the end of the day, this part of sports, traditional sports, has been around over 100 years now.
Yes, it has, man.
This is a part, I say this, and we were just talking about this, right? Kind of laughing about it, but is a serious thing. But for the fans and for the people not involved, like us, like we're players. We're, practicing, putting the time.
Right.
We're there, so we kind of see everything. We already know what's going to bother us. And it's not this.
No.
It's other things about the coaching staff, how they communicate, how they don't communicate, and that's where things for fans get, kind of lost in translation. And like I say, the emotion part comes into it.
And you know what, AG and Raff, I would say this. You think about AG, when we were here, Bill Byrne was our AD.
Mm-hmm. I remember Bill.
You think about this. I maybe had 3 conversations with Bill Byrne my entire time.
I know I talked to him on my visit, and maybe when I got here for training camp my freshman year, maybe.
Right.
So maybe twice within the first year of knowing him.
And it's not negating the importance of an AD, but when you add social media into it, when everyone has a microphone, it changes and it turns up the volume a number of notches. 8179, good morning to you. Says, yes, make them stay 2 years, nothing in the grand scheme. Here's what I'm saying, and I want to get discussion. We'll have a guest, but we're going to come back to it. I want to know your opinion. Should the NCAA say you have to stay 2 years, whether you transfer? And I think what it does, AG and Rav and Josh, I think it may deter a little bit from guys skipping schools because they realize, I might want to stay where I'm at. If I want to, I'm saying the upper echelon of players, because you realize if I'm going to declare, I better make sure my body of work is good and show some stability somewhere. But I think when we let these players go one and done, we can look at the results. Think about it. You got LeBron James, and we mentioned Kevin Garnett. I want to know, and I want to get you guys' opinion on this. Besides those two, besides Kevin Garnett and LeBron James, now we can go Kwame Brown, the rest of those guys, but besides those two, who did really benefit? Obviously, Kobe Bryant. Obviously, Kobe.
Right.
We can't forget Kobe.
I mean,
but we're talking about 3 guys, though. Are you guys for it or against it? What's the pros and cons? AG and Raff, go ahead.
I say I'm for it. Having the players get 2 years. I'm for that because they don't understand why those years are going to help them get more professionally tuned and more polished for the NBA. Same thing with the NFL. I mean, even when I came out, I was just turning 21. I turned 21 2 months before I got drafted.
You were just turning 21.
Just turning 21.
And we're talking about football.
We're talking about football. Physically, everybody know I was there. I could do it. Right. Mentally, not saying I wasn't there, but it was a more. I was learning on the run.
Right.
How to be a professional. But you know me, I paid attention.
Absolutely.
When I was in that locker room with y'all, my freshman year,
studious.
I didn't open my mouth.
You didn't say nothing.
I paid attention to everybody that was ahead of me and how they carried themselves in that locker room here.
Right.
And so that's the same thing I did in Seattle. I learned right away how the lay of the land. And so, but not every player's like that though.
Right.
Not every player comes in thinking professionally, like this is a business now.
That's right.
It's not just me playing with my friends, and playing for pride. That's what playing for college football was back then. It's playing for pride.
Right.
You're like, I'm not going to lose this game because this guy next to me and this other guy over on my left side is dependent on me to play how I'm supposed to play. So it's all about that. It wasn't no NIL, wasn't no transfer portal on top of being just playing the game the way we should play the game to win and be held accountable for any mistakes. So now for all games in college, it's different now.
Right.
So it's that mindset. You just got to make sure these players understand, like, if you go pro at 19, you're barely old enough to vote right now. Just think about that. And so if you don't understand certain things about life, going to a whole nother world in terms of cities, with grown men, like I just said this in I had an interview a couple of days ago where I'm like, when I got to Seattle and I heard veteran players say at certain positions where they got guys that was going to challenge them for the starting, you taking food out of my daughter's mouth. You taking tuition out of my son's college account that I'm putting money in right now if you're going to take my job out.
Right.
So I'm not going to help you, rookie.
No.
That's what conversations I was hearing. And I'm like, and I already knew that because my older brother was telling me, getting me ready. Coach Osborne, those people in my life supporting me told like, this is how it's going to be when you get there. And I was hearing those conversations like, hey, you taking food out of my kid. When I heard that, I'm like, oh, this is this real.
That is different, man.
It's real.
It's
like,
different.
Whew.
It's different. Rav, what's your take on it, man? What do you think? Because we're going to keep this going. Do you think the NCAA should instill that to where college basketball players have? And text line, I want to know from you as well. Like I said, we got a guest coming at 9, but we want to. I want to get this. I've been thinking about this a lot traveling this week. I'm like, man, all the one and dones. You got Kobe again, LeBron James. You got Kevin Garnett. Who else that really made a splash in the NBA that left after high school?
Yeah, just a small percentage.
Small percentage.
They're part of a small percentage that we will not see.
We won't see
for a long time, or maybe never again.
Raff, what do you think?
I would be for it, but I just think there's too many voices in the room. There's too many people telling these young men and women that, hey, you're too good for this. You don't need this school. You can go pro. I mean, it always seems like it's always somebody else that's always, putting
In your ear.
those thoughts in your ear and stuff like that. I mean, you've got to be honest. I mean, I understand, like, let's see. I mean, Trey Palmer, he did his thing this year in his rookie season. He had a great rookie season, but when he was going out of college and everybody was like, oh, you're going to be a first and second round draft pick, I'm sitting there going, you got to be honest with him. He's not going to be a first or second round draft pick. Just from the offense he was coming out of at Nebraska, you saw some flaws in his catching. I mean, did he play great in the NFL? Yes, and I'm happy that he did. But at that time, the people that were saying that he was going to be a first or second round pick, they weren't telling him the truth. Is my perspective, and I feel like I see that sometimes with other guys where you're just like, you're not as good as what you think you are, and then that puts them. Then all of a sudden, they go into the league, they play 1 year, and the next thing you know, you hear the sad stories about, well, he left college early and stuff like that. So, but I just feel like there's too many people that tell these guys and girls that, hey, that maybe they're a little bit better than what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good point there, Raff. 24 players in NBA, I believe history.
24
that came out of high school.
24
and guys that we missed names on. Andrew Bynum.
Okay.
Amir Johnson. Sean Kemp.
Yep.
Josh Smith. Deshaun Stevenson. Rashard Lewis, who I was thinking of because he was in Seattle with me.
Right.
1998.
Rashard.
When I got drafted, I was like, I see his face, but I couldn't think of his name. Rashard Lewis, Tracy McGrady.
Yep.
Jermaine O'Neal. Moses Malone. Daryl Dawkins. Tyson Chandler. I remember Tyson with the Wizards back in. Lou Williams. Darius Miles.
Yep. Remember Darius.
And as a joke, John Adams, the president.
No, you think, AG, that's good. That's good stuff right there too. AI. Allen Iverson though played for Georgetown for a couple of years too though.
No, he played there.
He played at Georgetown for 3 years.
Against Ray Allen.
Yes.
In the NCAA. Remember
against UConn.
UConn beat him on that last second 3-pointer by Ray Allen. I never forget that because they both went pro the next year.
And another thing too is you got to look at a lot of these players just don't want the education school part of it. I mean, they're just single-minded basketball, got to play ball, and that's what worries me too. If they make it 2-year mandatory, you're going to see a lot of players that are going to be hopping over, overseas and trying to find ways to, so it's crazy how it's all going to play out. And then you look at it, like you said, 2 years and you can't transfer. Well, that won't happen because it's interesting.
Here's my thing with it, man. Here's why that I am, and again, I'm just going to mention this. The NCAA has not mentioned anything about doing this whatsoever. I just want to put that as a disclaimer out there to let you know. This is just something I was thinking about as I'm watching the NCAA tournament, and you're watching an Oakland beat a Kentucky and team with maturity, with juniors and seniors. And I'm not using that as my focal point, but what I'm simply saying is, if you really say we care about the student athlete and their development, which we know that's a farce.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. With the emergence of the super conferences, this ain't about the student athlete anymore. This is about money, man. It's about money. And I'm telling student athletes, if it's about money, then get your money. So I have no problems with that whatsoever. Get your money. Everybody else is getting their money, so why not you get yours?
100%.
I have no problems with that. What I'm simply saying is for the sanctity of the game, if you would, and for the sanctity of the players' development, make them stay 2 years. That money's not going anywhere. The NBA is not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Stay 2 years. And I think it also prevents a lot of the hopping around a little bit. You almost kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's like, you know what? You can hop around, but you've got 2 years to do it. But we're going to help you develop into the young man, the maturity, the game skills, the life skills, etc. Because like you said, AG, you weren't even 21. You had just turned 21. You got drafted.
And thank God for the way I was raised. My parents, my brothers, my sister, family that grew around me that shaped me into the person I was, right? And the person I am right now. Because you knew what I got. You knew what y'all were getting when I walked in the locker room.
Absolutely.
And we hung out. We were on the sidelines during practice talking. you felt something, right?
Absolutely.
In terms of what type of person.
Oh, yeah.
And player, not person. I mean, more of a player, but the person I was.
AG,
right?
you came in very humble because we all seen the newspaper clippings. We all seen you play before, but you came in very humble and business-like with a suitcase and a hard hat and a packed lunch. It's like, let's go to work.
Yeah. And then so
let's go to work.
That's what the NCAA, like you basically saying, the NCAA wants to do that for these, college athletes, basketball and everybody else, before you decide to jump ship a little early.
Right.
Because if you're under the age of 20, you still got some development. I mean, scientifically, you technically have development. Your frontal lobe is not fully developed at 19.
Till 25.
Till between 21 and 25.
Right.
Okay. So just say from a scientific, they could go medical, they could go scientific on them if they want to. Throw that in there too.
Right.
To make a statement. If people are not saying, oh, well, you're just saying it because we already know y'all gonna go for money, in terms of NCAA, but they could throw that in there too. Hey, from a scientific point, between 21 and 25, you're not fully developed as a human being.
Right.
On the growth scale. Let's just start there too.
Elise's dad, appreciate you, brother. Oh, he's always got great stuff. He goes, can't eliminate the one and done. They will just skip college altogether. And I didn't think about this. He goes, they will skip college altogether if that's the case. Right now, the NCAA gets them playing for at least 1 year. There are a lot of one and done that have become great NBA players, but very few that will never that were never in college. There's already a path to the NBA. Doesn't involve the NCAA. That route will just become much more popular. And he mentions Carmelo, KD, John Wall, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, Derrick Rose. And you know what? At least that is a good point, because I didn't think about the opposite from that standpoint either. That if you do mandatory 2 years, they'll just skip it all together. At least they get them for 1 year, which I do agree with. At least you get them for 1 year. Josh, go ahead, man.
Yeah, and I will say that the G League Ignite, which was the alternative route for players coming out of high school, so you wouldn't go to college. You'd go play in the G League, be on a team called the Ignite. That's where guys like Jalen Green came from, the talented Rockets guard. So it's an alternative to make a decent amount of money, but really prepare you for the physicality that you're going to face in the NBA.
Right.
But that actually just is was announced that it's going to be disbanded because their record is awful. So the college avenue is going to open up more. But the big thing is patience is a virtue. Everyone sees the second you get told in high school, you're going to be really good. They just see NBA, right? You
or
have
NFL
or NFL or whatever it may be, right? And they see that end goal and they don't think, not only do I physically have to mature, because some kids are physically gifted, right? They have that edge, but you have to mentally mature. And like you mentioned, AD, you have to understand how the world works. And when you just keep skipping these big milestones, these big steps that you need to take,
development steps,
you're not ready for what that next level, the highest level, has to prepare. So you really need to take that time. And I think a big example and a guy who's really excelling in the modern game is Steph Curry. He was at Davidson for 3 years.
Yeah.
And look where he's at now.
And you know what? I would say this with Steph Curry, though. My only pushback, not even pushback with that, is he had a dad that was an NBA legend.
True.
That
kind of accelerates things.
Yeah,
accelerates. So if you're a kid like Kobe too.
Kobe as well, absolutely.
His dad. So when you have lineage, no matter if it's a dad or an uncle, but somebody close to you in your bloodline,
right? You have
opportunity.
Absolutely.
It gives you a little bit leg up on other athletes. That's probably, I know it's a percentage somewhere between 10 and 20% of all professional sports is lineage, is legacy.
It
and
is.
when you have that does give you a little bump. But still, it's the mental side of it, right? And then the effort and the accountability that they're going to hold to themselves to do what their parents did or their family member did. If it's an uncle, cousin type situation, you still got to put the work in.
Absolutely.
Regardless, just because your bloodline is Michael Jordan, don't mean you're going to have that same career as Michael Jordan. You got to go out there and put the work in.
Exactly.
Period.
We got a lot of texts in here. Cupsker says, happy glorious Thursday, gentlemen, as we get another beautiful year of baseball today. I just want to say thank you for everything you do on the radio, and go Cubs. Cubsker, appreciate you, man. Thank you for always chiming in. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We got to take a quick break. We are behind, but we want to keep this discussion going. We appreciate all the texts that are coming for this, because we're going to keep this discussion going, man. We got AG holding down. We got Raff in Huntsville. We got Josh on the 1 and 2s. It's The Drive. 93.7 to take it. We'll be right back.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Thursday, March 28th versus the Grand Rapids Rise at CHI Health Center in Omaha. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 6 p.m. with first serve at 7. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the pursuit of justice for those that have been injured. My name is Eric Hagan, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our detail-oriented trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
When you teach your children how to set and reach goals, you'll do more than just help them succeed in school. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Motivation and goal setting build confidence and instill a drive that will benefit children their entire lives. It will also help them become more positive thinkers. Working together, parents and teachers are a powerful team for student success.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
Old School with DP and J.
So I knew that it was a crapshoot with the grown-up professionals at the highest level. Who's going to bet? I don't know whether the starting center's girlfriend broke up with him, whether his parents have groceries that week. I don't know whether his roommate and him had a fight. So why would I want to bet on that?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here on The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Ahman Green. Got AD, got Raff, and got our special guest in here, or Josh. Don't forget about Josh. And our special guest in here, Mark Birch.
That's correct.
Correct. From Team Jack is in to talk about some fun, exciting things, fundraising that Team Jack has been up to recently, but then also give us updates on how everything else is going.
Well, actually, things have been going really great for the Team Jack Foundation. I'm proud to be a small part of it. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no, you can move my close
good.
to you, brother. It ain't going to bite you.
Yeah.
Well, as many people say, I have a face for radio, of course. So, but no, I've been a huge supporter of the Team Jack Foundation. My family, my friends, my teammates, we've all done everything we can. And like Ahman and I were talking on the break, Jack's the one, this run here, this is what started it for me at the spring game. I was sold, I'm like, the run. And I'm like, well, who's Jack Hoffman? And this kid could play, right? I mean, he got a big run. I'm like, well, wait a minute. This is a completely different story than what I thought. And I needed to find out more about it. Right. And that's when I got involved. And I could thank Coach Bo Pelini for that. He was instrumental.
Absolutely.
And I just want to give him a shout out. I think one of the things most people don't know about Coach Pelini, and I hate to, call him out a little bit, but I think he's the first one that makes a donation every year to the Team Jack Foundation. And he does every year, this year, last year, next year, I guarantee. So Coach Pelini kind of got this thing started off. And of course, Jack got a relationship with Rex Burkhead, who is a wonderful human being and one of the board members. And so we've been a small part of it since then. And Dr. Carrie Gallion my wife and I went to one of the first galas that they had. And she just inspired me so much because she was like, this is a grassroots organization. And we have to take this, we have to take charge ourselves, and that was, just hundreds of thousands of dollars raised then. And now we're at 13 million, which is amazing.
Raff, I know you got some questions for Mark as well. You were the connection, our key point man to get Mark in. Raff, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Mark, I guess I'm, new to you also. So you keep on referring to your team. So is that a motorsports team that you have then, or?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of a Jekyll and Hyde guy. So I'm a tax accountant by nature. Went to University of Nebraska, played in the University of Nebraska marching band back in the 80s. Yeah, had Coach T.O., great guy. But my team at night, I'm a mild-mannered dirt track racer. And so
mild-mannered
mild-mannered.
I like it.
Whoa. So that's sweet.
So we race on dirt. We race sprint cars, midget cars, wing, non-wing, World Outlaws, 360s. So we've done that. And my team and AD, you probably know Coach Rodney Dowd.
That was my high school.
That's your
track coach,
right?
Man. That's my guy.
He said you were one of the best athletes he ever coached.
Oh, he's being very generous.
Yeah.
There were many more better than AD.
Well, he's getting a little older.
But I love him, man. That is my guy. He's one of my best buddies, man.
He's an FCA guy. I'm
Love
proud
Coach
to support
Stroud,
him.
man. Love him.
So his brother and I mean, we're brothers. I started working on their dad's race car back in the 80s. I started my own team in 1994. And so what happened was I went to the gala and I heard Dr. Kerry Gallion talk about this is a grassroots program. I'm like, well, there's nothing more grassroots than dirt track racing, right? So let's get Team Jack on our race cars. And that's how it started.
That is so cool.
And then we started doing helmets and uniforms.
Wow.
And we had guys like David Gravel on the World Outlaws, Paul McMahon on the All-Star Tour, all these dirt track racers where we could get out of the Midwest and get and get exposure throughout the entire United States. And now every year we go to Tulsa, Oklahoma in January, do the Chili Bowl. We took 3 cars down there this year. So my team is Don Dowd Jr., my best friend, brother, Rodney Dowd, great friend and brother. My wife, Mary, and my kids, Sailor and Parker, they all help. But what really happened, Raff, what really happened that really took everything off past the racing is when Andy got sick.
Yeah.
And when Andy got sick, I told my wife, I said, and my son too, I said, we got to do something more. We have to do more than just what we're doing. We're not raising enough money. I mean, we're helping, but we're not doing enough. So in the corner of my shop, I had a 1980 Trans Am, and I had bought it because I thought my son and I would restore it. And we never got to that point. And he went through high school and and went into college, and it just always sat there. And I said, let's pull that thing out. And we tore it down, me and my team. So my team, Don and Rod and Parker. And I think we put 300 hours in that car. We tore it down, every nut and bolt, and we completely restored that car. And we raffled it off. And I think we raised $110,000 with that car.
Wow.
You know, in my hands here, I have the book. It's called Yards After Contact, Team Jack, scoring a touchdown against childhood brain cancer. Forwards by Rex Burkhead. And on the back, you have comments from Dick Vitale, of course, Rex Burkhead, and former Nebraska coach Bo Pelini. And I think, folks, you got to get your hands, like I got to get my hands on this book as well and get one for myself.
That one's yours, but
no, I want to pay. I want to purchase it because I know all this goes towards towards the fight, absolutely towards the cause. Let you look at that as well, Josh. Mark, I'm gonna ask you this, man. You mentioned when you went, you were immediately, and Raff, I want you to go ahead from here. You're immediately just intrigued with it. You realize we got to do something. You know, we got to do something. You didn't stand on the sidelines of life with this cause. There's a lot of causes out there, a lot of great causes out there. Besides the doctor, what intrigued you to say, you know what? I am not going to be a spectator in this. I'm going to be a player in this. And then, Raff, I want you to go ahead. Mark, what made you say, I'm going to get involved? You mentioned the doctor, everything else. What was it that just tugged your heart and says, man, I got to do something?
It's the easiest question anyone's ever asked me. I'm a parent with 2 healthy kids.
Yep. Don't have to think it's simple.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm a parent with 2 healthy kids. I'm blessed beyond all belief. And I have the ability to help. And I have the ability to fight. And so that's what I did. You know, and I'm just getting started. Compared to what cystic fibrosis has raised with Boomer Esiason.
Yeah. We get Remington's helmet right there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dave Remington, those guys. I mean, they've raised hundreds of millions of dollars, but they've found cures. Pediatric brain cancer is the #1 killer of kids above leukemia, because leukemia has more treatments. The problem for pediatric brain cancer is the treatments are completely antiquated. When I first started working with the foundation, they had not had a new treatment for 30 years. They were using 30-year-old technology to treat your kiddo, right? And while they could help the kids and stop the cancer, the quality of life was not good.
Right.
It's just bad. And so I'm proud to say, and I think Jack and I had a nice time to talk before the gala a few weeks ago. But Jack's actually received the benefits of the money that's been raised by his own foundation, by clinical trials, and by new FDA approved drugs. I'm hoping there's going to be the first one is supposed to be announced hopefully at the end of April, which is amazing.
Awesome. And that's change. That's what you want, for the fight, is getting the actual medical side to do the research, and the research comes through winning because they found, progressions or cures or stuff to help, the child or the person's life continue.
Absolutely.
With my foundation, Alzheimer's and prostate cancer is the same idea. It's like we want to find a cure all here to not just say we're so important, but let's get through the finish line.
Absolutely.
And then get a win, a big win for everyone in the cause.
Raff, go ahead, my man.
So, Mark, you spoke about the Trans Am that you rebuilt and raffled off this year. Corvette Stingray. Would you like to give the listeners a little insight into that?
Yeah, you bet. I also want to just go back and say, like 3 years ago, we did a red Corvette T-top 354 speed. I think that thing raised over $100,000.
Wow!
Nice.
And then last year we had a Bronco, a Ford Bronco Raptor allocated to us. Unfortunately, didn't raise enough money to get the Bronco Raptor, but the winner of the sweepstakes did win cash. And so, the foundation still raised money. A winner still got a prize. But let's talk about this Corvette. So first of all, I have to thank a couple of really great people and friends of mine. Dave Hall at Restore a Muscle Car. I've just been so busy. I started with a really bad car and made it a really great car. And now I start with great cars and make them even a little bit better. So Dave Hall at Restore a Muscle Car, a local company, great friend of mine, helped me get this car. They did a bunch of the work to it. It's original 37,000 miles, 50 plus year old car. Nice. And it has 37,126 miles, and I drove 126 of those miles.
That's nice.
This car is a sweetheart. It's just a 350 automatic, but anybody could drive it. We redid the interior, put a different hood on it because the other hood had a couple of places in it we didn't like. It's all the paint on it is immaculate. It's black with red interior, and it's a head turner. It drives incredible. It drives absolutely fabulous. When I got it from Dave, it's a hardtop convertible. It's a soft top convertible. I mean, AM FM radio works, power antenna, all the gauges, everything. It's just a sweet, sweet ride. I put new exhaust system on it, so it looks all really, really nice. I tuned it up a little bit. Put some plugs in it, tweaked on the carburetor a little bit, and it starts, runs great.
I like it.
I also have to thank my friend Jason Otto at Duto Chevrolet, because it's on their showroom floor right now. It's been there for about a month, and so they've been helping raise exposure by having it on the showroom floor at Duto Chevy. So if you want to see it in person, you can stop by Duto Chevy as well. So
we got Mark from Cook says, "Do you race at Eagle?"
Occasionally. I think our first race for Eagle this year will be with the High Limit Series. It's a 410. I think it's in June that we'll race there, but they race weekly sprint cars with a 305 series, but we run in a couple of different classes of that's a 360 and 410 mostly.
You bet.
Nice.
So how do people not only go about winning the car, but going about donating to this great cause?
Well, right now I just looked on the website, Raff, and we're at $124,575 in money that we've raised in the sweepstakes for this car. The minimum we need to raise to give the car away is $125,000.
You surpassed it already.
Well, we're close. We got.
You said 100,000?
No, 125.
125.
Yeah,
so you're just shy. Shy.
I'm not very good with numbers, but we're $425
He's an
short.
accountant.
I think you need to refresh, because on my screen it says 124,675. So somebody already.
Yeah, I got to refresh.
It already went up. Yeah, refresh.
So if you go to teamjackfoundation.org, there's a link right on their website.
Yep. Looking at it right now.
Yep. It's a sweepstakes that we work with TapCat. Steve Volk is a friend of mine who runs that organization. We used to do a raffle, but the time frame and the legalities of doing a raffle is difficult when we were taking our motorsports programs across state lines. So we wanted to be able to reach our fans in Ohio or Pennsylvania or Florida or Texas or Oklahoma or Iowa. We get a huge support of fans from fan base from Knoxville, Iowa. Knoxville Raceway is a sprint car capital of the world. Cool. If you're ever out by Des Moines on a Saturday and you want to see something really cool, go to Knoxville Raceway on a Saturday night. It's the coolest thing ever. And they've been, we have a billboard on their front stretch there. They've been very gracious to us, but so we did a sweepstakes, so anybody can enter. You can enter for free. You can make one entry per day free. So, but then since it's a sweepstakes also, your donations are tax deductible.
Nice.
Right. Which is different from a raffle. So
Right.
so this has been a way better platform for us. It's been a little bit of a growing pain to get to where we want to be, but we're not going to give up.
You know what, Mark? I got a few more questions before we go to our next break, man. One question is this: what would you tell people? You mentioned when it hit me, I've been seriously spaced off thinking about it when you said, because I have 2 healthy kids. And I remember when I was having my kids, I'm sure AG would concur on this, man. People says, what do you want? And when people say just a healthy kid, it sounds cliche, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's basic.
It's the
Simple
truth.
stuff.
Boy, girl, doesn't matter. Girl, dad, boy, dad, both, it doesn't matter. My kids are all healthy. They're all healthy by the grace of God. AG's kids are healthy by the grace of God. Why would you mention that? What would you tell someone that's just walking down? Why would you get involved with the Team Jack Foundation? What would you tell them? Why get involved?
Well, the reason to get involved is, it's easy for us to sit here one day out of the year and say, hey, I'm going to fight for this cause. But if you ever met any of these kids or their families, they have to fight every day. Every day they fight. One of my favorite heroes, if you go to the teamjackfoundation.org website and look at the heroes page. So one of the things I said in the ad that in some of the video work we did for the Corvette is I said, we have to fight for our heroes. We have to honor our angels. And so some of the kids we've lost, it's tragic, but we have to continue to fight for not only just the heroes, but their families. One of my favorite kids, and I hate to play favorites, is Nick H from Hastings. And he's been fighting this since 2015, and he made some really great progress over the last few years. And then this last year, he's had a tough go, really tough go. And I saw him at the gala, and I'm just going to say this, but he's in a wheelchair and he had a fall and he can't talk. And his dad's there, holding him, pushing him. Right. And I'm like, that's not me, but I can help. And I told Nick, I said, listen, buddy, we all love you and we all going to fight, we're going to keep fighting for you.
Mark, even just hearing you talk about it and just seeing emotion in your, number one, the conviction in your voice and the passion and even just your eyes. This is not just something you do. This is not a hobby to you. This is something you were invested in and you were a pillar in. It still just keeps, maybe because I've been gone for a few days, but it keeps, and I haven't seen my kids since last week, but I can't fathom what some of these parents go through, AJ and Mark and Raff. I just can't. I can't fathom it. But yet, like you mentioned, we're here for a short segment, yet this segment is their life.
Yes,
this
sir.
short segment that we're speaking of is their entire life. And I'm looking at the heroes page now and looking at these beautiful kids and all of their battles. And Raff, I'll let you take the last question to ask Mark. But Mark, I know Raff's going to ask you something, but I want to make sure you don't forget to tell him how to get involved. Raff, go ahead, my man.
Mark, I have no more questions. All I want to do is just thank you so much for, just people like you. There's a lot of, you hear a lot of bad in this world and all that stuff that goes on. But man, you're one of those people that you definitely, you restore my hope in humanity and everything like that. So thank you so much for everything you've done and everything you continue to do. It's awesome.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Andy was a big part of me getting boosted up and trying to do more. It was easy just to go to the gala and sponsor a table or whatever we did as our business and things like that. But to really get your hands dirty and get in there with Kylie and Lindsay and Marilyn and Sherry and the team that worked. They put in incredible hours. The Carson family from Fat Brain Toys is a huge sponsor. The Baldonado family, home insurance or home agency group. Sorry. There's a lot of people that do more than I do. I want you to know that. But every little dollar that goes, it makes a difference. It does. And so, to get involved, you can go to teamjackfoundation.org. You can do a monthly thing. You can just make it one time. You can register if you want to try and win the Corvette. You can do that. If you don't want to, that's okay. You can make a donation. I brought some swag in,
Thank you.
So, but all of the stuff that we sell at the racetrack and everything like that goes, all the money goes to the Team Jack Foundation 100%. just to clear up any, they don't pay me to put their advertising on my race car. What I have is a great group of sponsors like Speedway Motors and Weld Racing and Angler Machine and Tool and Durst Company and Schoenfeld Headers, Harris Decals, another local company. They all understand they're taking a smaller space on here to do better, right? To help, raise awareness for the Team Jack Foundation.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Right
Absolutely.
there. I mean, if you go to the website as well, teamjackfoundation.org, you got all the events and fundraising efforts. They got the giveaway for the Corvette. They got the 3rd annual Jack Golf Classic coming July 8th of this year. Then right after that, a few weeks later, they got the Dine Out on July 16th, where it runs the Dine Out for Team Jack Day. And then October 28th with old Husker, I say younger Husker than I am, Rex Berkman, Texans for Jack Golfing with Rex Berkman down in Richardson, Texas. I wonder if I'm gonna look on my map because I'm in Richmond. That's where we just moved. So if I'm in the area and that's on obviously a Saturday, I'm gonna try to get there because I have a foundation for the same reasons that you're helping out. For the same reason, Jack and his family have done what they've done over the years. So if I can help out in any sort of way, I will. If I could be there, I'll make it happen. So
okay,
Magic here says, Mark, he goes, thank God. Magic, good morning to you, brother. Appreciate you. He's a longtime listener, a great friend of the show. Like yourself, Mark. He goes, thank God I'm not driving. The tears streaming down my face makes it hard to see. So, Mark, understand you and your teammates and colleagues are making a huge impact, man. And don't forget that you are always welcome on this show. And Raff, I appreciate you for orchestrating this, my man. And Mark, anytime you have events, you want to say, hey, can I hop on the show? You let us know. You are always welcome on the drive with us, man.
Okay.
Anytime. I mean that.
Appreciate
You're always welcome with us. Again, tell the folks how to, and I want to make this quick statement before we go to break. It's an investment. When I hear, and this is no disrespect, when I hear a donation, you feel like you may not see it again. An investment, if you go to teamjack.org and you click on that Heroes tab, and that me and AG are streaming down right now, you see the return on your investment. It's a human being that you get the return on. Donation seems like, I'll donate these clothes to the thrift store. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you see an investment, you bring it to a financial term. That means there's going to be a return on that investment. And the return is you get to see dollars and funds going into research, into hopefully and better the lives and the livelihood of those young men and women and their families who are going through something none of us could possibly imagine. So there is a return on that investment, regardless if it's $5, $1, $10, whatever the number may be. You're going to see a return on investment because all you have to do is go to their website, teamjack.org, and go down and stream down Heroes, and you see lives that you can personally impact. That's the return on the investment. Donation, who knows where it's going, but an investment, it's going to grow. Mark, thank you so much, man.
You bet. Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Raff, take us to the break, my man.
All right, everyone. We will throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Man, Mark, you had me messed up.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
This Friday is Good Friday. And you know what else is good? The incredible chocolates and confections at the Chocolate Season. Help us celebrate Good Friday by joining 93.7 The Ticket for live broadcasts from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Chocolate Season in Williamsburg Village. Come see how their chocolate is made. Enjoy Easter-themed treats and, of course, live radio. The Chocolate Season, March 29th from 8 to 2 with 93.7 The Ticket. I'll see you there.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Koppel. So take that short money saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit. Stock number G214773.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Reading may be the most valuable skill your child will ever learn. And research proves that when children read outside the classroom, they do much better in school. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. It's easy to picture yourself reading with a young child curled up in your lap, but don't forget about your older children. They also need encouragement to read. So set aside some time to read together and help your child achieve and succeed.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
Happy hour.
How's life treating you, man?
Here's why people don't really respond to your questions, Nick. Are we in the circle of truth? You really want to know why? Because the feeling when you ask those questions is not very genuine. You really don't care about our feelings. You only care about Nick.
You make me sound so bad.
It is. You really only care about Nick.
I do care.
No, you do not.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't ask you.
You only ask that question because it seems nice.
And you want to look good on the street.
That's not it at all.
It makes you sound like a nice person. You don't care. You don't care how much
really
it was.
It's cool.
Weekdays from 1 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green, all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Ahman Green, with Aaron Davis, Josh, and Raff. Great segment there, guys. I mean, to have Mark in here and just come in and be simply like, I'm gonna help people. You know, team, like I mentioned, teamwork makes the dream work, and this is not hard. You know, people think it's it's rocket science to figure out how to donate, how to help a cause. Hey, just when you say it in your head, I want to do it, go do it. Just reach out to the people. We got all the information right out here, websites, Instagrams, X accounts that Mark is a part of and Team Jack is a part of. So you can find them. Just Google it real quick to the website, teamjack.com or teamjackfoundation.org is out there, and continue to help out.
AG, I'm telling you, I'm literally online making a contribution, right? An investment.
Right. Like you said, yeah.
Right now, because when he mentioned the healthy kids, that part got me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's facts.
Mark, that got me. And AG, you know this, and Josh, you know this. Being a cancer survivor myself, obviously it was not brain cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But for your foundation, AG, having prostate cancer and almost stage 3 where I was at, and my doctor telling me, he goes, had you not come in the spring, because I was going to say, nah, I'm going to wait until the fall, because I missed in 2020, and I didn't miss because, it was during COVID, and my doctor said, if it's not an emergency, I'm not taking patients, which I understood across the country was going that way.
It's cool.
Well, that gave me and countless others times for that, whatever diseases or illness they were dealing with, to grow. And to grow. And I was sharing with the audiences yesterday in Seattle, man, and I think back on my life, and I never thought at 47 years old I would have cancer. And as you know, AG, in brown and black males, prostate cancer is more aggressive, and it's more prominent.
Because socioeconomic position.
Yes, healthcare, all those things come into play.
Not going to get checked up enough.
Yep.
The food we eat, it's everything.
All those
because
things
I've been through that process.
Absolutely.
I understand it.
Anytime I get sidetracked, AG and Josh and Raff, when I'm showering, I look at those 6 incisions across my stomach. I have 6 incisions when I remove my prostate. And things change when you take your prostate out. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I and just when him talking about that, and my father, God rest his soul, couldn't even come see me in the hospital because it was during COVID. He couldn't come see me.
Right.
And I remember hearing I've heard my father cry literally 3 times. When my brother was killed, when mama passed, and when I was in the hospital with cancer. And my father broke down just saying, son, I want to see you so bad. And he could have come in there, but he was older in age and not knowing what was really going on.
Yeah.
I said, Pops, no. I said, I don't want you doing that. But it's just in hearing, Mark talk about, because you have healthy kids, and I went to my father right away knowing that his baby boy, I'm the youngest out of 6, he was so concerned about me. And so folks, bring it back to Team Jack Foundation.
Yep.
Go to teamjackfoundation.org, teamjack.org, and make an investment. $5, $10, $20. It doesn't matter the amount, because the amount is going to help on top. So that's all I'm going to say, because Raff knows me well. AG knows me well. I'll start balling on the last segment of the show. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it in, but go to Team Jack Foundation.
Just being real.
That's and make a contribution on there, man. Guys, it's Thursday, and there is basketball tonight.
Yep.
There is games tonight. We'll discuss kind of the results of that tomorrow. But I want to hop back on again, y'all, because we had some insight and some people that made their their opinions known. Bringing up my laptop here again, made their opinions known on what's going on. Sanderson, good morning, my man. Sanderson, we still got to connect, man. April's going to be good. I'm traveling a little bit in April as well, but we got to connect, my man. I appreciate you. Sanderson says, thank you for the interview. I needed a perspective check today. I needed a perspective.
We all need that.
Heck yeah, we do.
I mean, just being natural, being human. We're not, as we watch, as we play, we're not those superheroes.
No.
We're human beings. We have daily things that happen to us. And I tell this to my players all the time. When they have those, they're in their lobbies talking to people, right? They're thinking they're being funny, they're being hilarious. But I'm like, you don't know what's going on in someone's life.
You have no idea.
You can make something thinking that's funny, a joke, a crack, as we used to call it back in the day, and not knowing what your teammates went through on their own personal life that they don't want to share because they feel embarrassed or whatever. And then you're saying something to them that then they react a certain way. So you got to be conscious. You got to be aware of how you're talking to one another, and pay attention to people's faces. That's why talking in the chat on a headset and mic is different from talking on that headset in person. Like where I could see everybody, Josh, I could see AD, I could see Bach, I see Rico outside, faces. Like when you see people's reaction to a comment, you thought it was a joke and they're not laughing, then you're like, okay, you got to, reel it in a little bit. What's going on, man? How you doing? You good? Like, you okay? And I know I've had players that were veterans in the locker room with me here, Seattle, Green Bay, that every now and then I had those moments, and I'm glad they checked in with me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, at the end of the day, we're just flesh and bone.
We're just flesh and bone, man.
We do what we do, but we're just humans.
It's
and
like
so we
that.
got to get reset every now and then.
You know what AG and Raff and Josh is like that passage in the scriptures, man. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That's all we are, man. So make the impact we possibly can while we're here. That's for sure, man. Mark, we appreciate you again, Mark Birch. He goes, thanks, fellas.
Yep,
Mark, thank
awesome.
you for taking the time.
Like the swag.
Yeah, the swag is the swagoo.
Yeah,
the swagoo. And Mark,
nice hoodies, t-shirts.
Text me in. I'm trying to make a contribution. It says you have to have an account. Do we have to have an account set up?
Just do that then. I would say most likely when websites say that, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll set up an account.
Because obviously it could keep your information if you come back. Which is great.
That's good.
Smart.
That's great for that database too. So I will set up an account because I was trying to click donate and it was like, you have to have an account for. I was like, okay.
So you create your account and then newsletters. You'll get update on what we saw on the website, the runs a day, the golf events that Rex is doing, stuff like that. You keep up to date and like, oh man, if I can make that date, you can go.
You can do it.
October is long enough away. I could plan that ahead of time and be down in Texas. I would love to be there. I love to see Rex. I haven't seen Rex in a while. And to see everybody out there supporting the cause.
Well, AG, I'm gonna tell you this. Speaking of support, when I was in Seattle, man, there was a lot of folks. I had a Nebraska sweatshirt on when I was kind of walking around that area, and a few folks came up to me, were asking. They're like, Nebraska. I was like, even seen a Creighton guy, getting there. I didn't hit him, so we chopped it up a bit. But a few Seattleites, is that what they call them? Seattleites?
Seattleites.
A couple Seattleites was like, hey, Nebraska. They was like, Ahman Green played here. I was like, yes, he did. I said, you know what? I spent a little time with Ahman Green.
For about 5 days a week. About 5 days a week, we hang out.
You're still revered in the Seattle area, man. You're very revered there, brother. I go into the
facility. The last time was 2017, 2018. I went there for a fundraiser. It was Pros versus Joes, where my friend's foundation brought Army families to their favorite professional and to play Madden, Call of Duty, play video games.
He was in heaven.
And I went through that facility. To see my name on the wall, and I was just a 3rd round pick for them in 1998. But to them, I'm part of that family. And that's what all this is about, right? You build a foundation and charity, and you're building an extended family of people that want to be like-minded as you, helping out a certain cause. So beautiful.
Well, Raff, AG and Josh, tonight you have North Carolina State versus Marquette. That's at 6:09. North Carolina State's at 11th seed. Marquette's a 2 seed. And we will get back on that subject tomorrow, folks, as far as because a lot of you had a lot of comments on the text line about the NCAA. Should they put a 2-year minimum on basketball? You got Gonzaga taking on Purdue at 6:39. You got Duke taking on Houston at 8:39. You have Creighton versus Tennessee. Guys, I want to get your picks. Raff, North Carolina. Be ready to go next.
All right.
Do
you have the right date?
What's up?
You have the right date?
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Okay. I didn't know if you're doing tonight's games or.
Yeah, both tonight and tomorrow. So that was
okay.
Tonight's game. You got Clemson versus Arizona at 6:09. Raff, who are you taking? Clemson or Arizona?
Arizona.
San Diego State, Connecticut. Who are you going with, Raff? That's at 6:39.
UConn. That's my national title selection.
You got Bama number 4 versus number 1 North Carolina at 8:39. Who are you rolling with?
Sorry, Hooksy. Roll Tide.
Sorry, Hooksy. Roll Tide. Yeah. No more food for you.
Oh, my goodness.
Illinois number 3 versus 2 Iowa State at 9:09. Who are you rolling with, Raff?
I'm gonna go with Iowa State.
AG, Clemson, Arizona. Who are you going with?
What's my pick here?
Clemson's number 6, Arizona's number 2.
I have it on here, and I got AZ over Clemson.
San Diego State or UConn?
UConn.
Alabama number 4 versus number 1 North Carolina.
North Carolina for me.
Illinois versus Iowa State.
I have Iowa State.
Josh, who you got? Clemson versus Arizona.
Yeah, I'll give you all of them. So I'm going Clemson, then I'm going to take UConn and UNC, the number 1s, and Illinois. So 2 number 1 seeds and 2 orange teams.
I'm going to tell you what, before we go to break, I have no idea because my bracket is battered, destroyed, but I still got my championship teams in there. Well, in one of my brackets, I got UConn and North Carolina, so we'll see. But I'm going to roll with Clemson. I'm going to roll with UConn. It's going to shock you. I'm going with Bama to upset North Carolina.
Ooh. Roll Tide.
And I think Iowa State, hopefully they roll the heck out of Illinois.
They're kind of the hottest team.
They are.
At their rank in the tournament right now.
Tomorrow, Iowa State?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
they're playing good basketball at the right time.
Think about this. To your point, they beat the brakes off of Baylor 2 weeks ago. By 27,
ever since
28.
The Big 12 tournament.
Yes.
They got awakened.
They've been rolling.
And this is, as a coach, you be like, yes.
Yes. Yes.
You're like, yes. All right, let's just not mess this up now.
All cylinders.
You say that to yourself. You don't say that to the players.
Yeah.
As a coach, you say that in your head. Don't say that to the players.
Well, we're going to break, folks. We got AG here, myself. We got Josh in the 1 and 2s. Raff holding it down in Sweet Home, Alabama. We'll be back for the RGT. When we come back, it's The Drive on this beautiful Thursday morning, 93.7, The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The Drive with AD and Raff.
We're going to hear from Troy Dannon for the first time today in a formal capacity. What are you hoping to hear?
Wanting to hear his goals, what he plans here. I know he just got here, but at least early goals.
I want him to come in and say that he is going to also do everything in his power to make Nebraska not a school that people use it as just a stop to go to somewhere else.
Not much. I really do. I want him to say little but do a lot. Just come in, say how happy to be here. Don't say this is your last stop, bull crap. Talk about your family.
Weekdays from 8 to 10 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Monster Jam.
Witness big air, two-wheel skills, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Brought to you by the original Super Glue. Stop by your local participating Westlake Ace Hardware locations for your $10 savings coupon. Restrictions may apply. See store for details. Come into Pinnacle Bank Arena this Friday and Saturday.
When you teach your children how to set and reach goals, you'll do more than just help them succeed in school. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Motivation and goal setting build confidence and instill a drive that will benefit children their entire lives. It will also help them become more positive thinkers. Working together, parents and teachers are a powerful team for student success.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Women may be complicated, but I make sure buying jewelry isn't. Your gal has a style, and you can figure this out. Is she more of a classic necklace kind of gal, or does she rock the boho chic vibe with layers of delicate bracelets? This is crucial intel. Not trusting your intel? Stop in the store and we'll sort out the details. I promise to make this super easy. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies to go along with mild temperatures. We'll see an afternoon high around 68. Tonight, partly cloudy skies expected with an overnight low around 44. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies and more mild temperatures with an afternoon high again around 68. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, folks. Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the Chevrolet and GMC Truck Month is now underway. We've got huge savings in Louisville. Get $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months on select models. Yes, you heard right. That's $9,000 off or 1.9% for 72 months happening right now at Koppel. So take that short money saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit. Stock number G214773.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Old School with DP and J.
So I knew that it was a crapshoot with the grown-up professionals at the highest level. Who's going to bet? I don't know whether the starting center's girlfriend broke up with him, whether his parents have groceries that week. I don't know whether his roommate and him had a fight. So why would I want to bet on that?
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Early break with Sip and Jake.
Sip, we had dinner that night.
Yeah, you did seem a little rattled. Not terribly, but a little.
So he doesn't relax very well.
No,
he does. Jake's not very relaxed.
This did come up during the game when things weren't going well. I'm in agony. It's like watching yourself die.
That's what it felt like.
I had the
That was
text.
during the game.
During the game, I have the text.
It felt
right?
like
Circled.
Yeah, it felt like watching yourself die in that arena, basically. Nebraska, you have 98 points. Should have been 120, essentially, but they give 98 points.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here on The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. Myself, Ahman Green, AD, Raff, Josh, and my man Cam Jurgens in the house. How you doing, Cam?
I'm doing good.
Nice.
You know what's funny about seeing Cam? The last time I seen Cam, didn't even see him when he played here. I mean, saw him, but just not talk to him when he was in high school at Beatrice. And when I spoke there, and you standing up with your buddies, I remember just seeing him like, man, that's a big dude. And now you're a bigger dude because your shoulders. I could put all of our laptops on your shoulders right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Cam,
that was what, back 2016, and shoot, I was like a running back in high school at that time.
And you were a running back?
Awesome.
He played all the positions.
Awesome. Everything except O-line until I got here.
Oh, that's how college works.
Cam, I know you're going to be on with the black shirt and VJ the next segment, so we definitely don't want to steal that thunder for the next crowd. But real fast, tell us this before we tap out and Raff. You'll do a quick RGT. I'm not going to do the 80 attitude adjuster today. We'll do the RGT. Cam, tell us real quick, man, how cool it's been for you so far, man, in the pros.
Man, it's been incredible. I mean, getting drafted to the Eagles is a dream come true. I mean, I get to go in there with just pure legends in that room. Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Jordan Mailata. It's like everybody across Landon Dickerson just broke off with a huge deal. And it's like I get to play with these guys. Our O-line coach is incredible. So it's like, man, it's good coaching. It's good advice. And just that's the best room I could have been in.
I love it. I love it. Folks, you're going to hear a lot from Cam on the Captain Show next. Raff, go with the RGT so we can get the heck out of here.
Can I ask him one quick question, though? Because my niece would kill me. Is it fun to hang out with Jason Kelsey?
Yeah, man. I think the best thing that, like, he's just true to himself. I think that's what makes him so great, such a good leader, and people are easy to follow him. It's like, man, he is so humble, and he's just true to himself. Nothing changes, and he's a bro's bro. He's a man's man, and he's what you want people to be like when they grow up.
You can tell that. He's great.
Awesome.
Great leadership right there.
A quick announcement to you guys tonight. Tonight at Lincoln High, 28th. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The 28th at Lincoln High, there'll be Omaha versus Lincoln All-Stars in basketball. It's called the Battle of the Cities. Thursday, March 28th, 7:30 p.m., Lincoln High School, Johnson Gym. $10 cash only entry. If you have questions, reach out to John Banks at 309-206-9184. Again, Lincoln, it's All-Star Game Battle of the Cities, Lincoln versus Omaha. Thursday, March 28th, that's tonight at Lincoln High School Gym, Johnson Gym. $10 cash only entry. If you have questions, reach out to John Banks at 309-206-9184. Raff, give us that RGT and take us home, my man.
All right, everyone. Today's RGT can only go out to one person, and that's Mark Birch. Just amazing. I mean, I know he would not want to take any credit, and he would not like any attention drawn towards him, but just everything that he said today and talked about, it just, like I said, it restores my faith in humanity. I noticed on his Twitter, he's posted they're $50 away from $125,000. He said if somebody donates 50, he'll donate 50 also. So just an awesome guy. Remember, teamjackfoundation.org to donate or to make an investment. Love everything about it. And Mark, keep on doing amazing things. And that is Raff's good take.
AG, take us home, my man.
Hey, thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow at the chocolate something, right?
Chocolate Factory.
Chocolate Factory.
There you go, yeah.
I know it's chocolate. I just got notified. Okay, it was just new information. That's why I knew chocolate. It just stuck in my brain. So catch us there at the Chocolate Factory. Same time, same bat channel, 8 to 10, The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket.